Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's about 8:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, February 24th, and we're looking at a bit of a higher open after a pre-market gap down in the S&P 500 ETF, the spiders, and 109.99, aka 110, still relevant and bouncing back up. Nice gap fill already from this morning, and if you scrunch this chart up or go to a higher time frame, we'll get a better idea about the swing low through here and why it filled that gap beautifully. So nice after hours move, kind of a consolidation higher and then gap down to support. Again, you can kind of see that nicely here, especially if we were to remove that data. But now we're moving back up, and I need to go to a higher time frame to understand what's going on here. Where we are now is higher than this group of swing highs back through here all day yesterday. So big sell-off, consolidation, break down to support that we talked about also, and then a really nice rally back up. This exact reason, this sell-off here and this consolidation, is the reason I use market internal so much. There's actually a webinar coming up on this pretty soon if you haven't heard about it yet. It's unbelievably powerful to know that it's a little bit iffy to be selling short already after this move, and it helps a lot of people stay out of trouble. You know, saving money is the same thing as making it in the market sometimes. So big move up, consolidation, and now you can see where we are. If we draw a retracement of this pre-market, we're at exactly the 50-yard line, so I like to see that as well. Makes a lot of sense, and we'll be watching this area. I can drop a horizontal line in here now at the 110.40 and remove all this noise. So 110.36/40 is relevant area of resistance here. It also coincides nicely with the declining 50 on a 15-minute chart, or 100 MA, excuse me, on a 15-minute chart. Higher time frame. That's also the rising 100 MA to the penny. So we're below that still. And just above that, we have the aforementioned 110.50, and then where the 50 MA is, and that's at 111 or 110.80. So that's a very, very good place to watch for resistance too on the way up. Not to mention this 111 round number. So there's a lot to chew on this morning, but pre-market here, we're having a nice little bounce into the 50% retracement level of the last sell-off. Another interesting thing going on is the SEC is going to be talking about curbing some short selling, and they've been talking about this for a while, and they'll be doing this around 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They removed the uptick rule in 2007, I guess July, and some people didn't like that so much, that idea, but now they're talking about putting some restrictions back in to make short selling not quite as easy to beat a company down into the ground. And looks like they're going to be putting in some circuit breakers for stock prices. Just looking at Yahoo Finance here, and that would restrict short selling of extremely fast dropping stocks for the rest of a trading session based on its highest bid. So we'll have to see how that comes out, what the rules are. You always have to keep track of the ever-changing environment, not only in the stock market price and price action volume, but also the underlying field you're navigating. So it's a good thing to kind of keep up with that. Hope you have a great trading day. I'll be around noon to do a video to see how things are shaping up. And again, I like the price action so far. Nice sell-off, good run up to resistance, a little better than the 50% retracement. There's a nice daily chart here, and a controlled pullback so far. The volume wasn't dramatic. One thing that was fairly dramatic was the trend reading of 3.0. That usually has to come back from outer space, so watch for that now, today. The trend Q did a little bit of a better job coming back from outer space at the end of the day, so there's a divergence between the two. And the VIX did a great job of not getting completely out of control. It's still below 22 even, and consolidated on its high, however, so that'll be something to watch. If it breaks out, that could lead to some more resistance. So good stuff, and I like having that in my camp. So again, trade well, trade safe, and like I said, I'll be talking to you around noon.